Hello, so I am going to do an ombre for you. I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible because I know it can be really obnoxious to just watch really long videos and I have a tendency to ramble. This is my fourth one today. I've had quite a few video failures. Thank you, constantly naked children or child. So anyways, today I'm going to do an ombre with BlackBerry and B Ruby. I have not tried this combination before. Every time I've made these videos, I have done a different combination, so we're going to give her. I have no idea what it's going to look like. It could look awful, and if it does, we will find out together. So BlackBerry is a color that people are frequently afraid of because it's black. It is an amazing color, and if you have ever applied any black lipstick at all, you know what a pain it is. So it is really, really nice to have a black that is fully pigmented as a black that applies correctly and also stays on. You're not going to get it all over your face or the rest of your makeup. The problem is that it is hyperpigmented, and with being hyperpigmented, the application process can be a little more tedious because you have to be more careful. You can't touch your lips together while you're applying it, and if you do, you can take part of the color off, and it's really hard to even that back out. Same thing with if you don't let it dry all the way in between layers. You can do the same thing, and then you're stuck with the same thing. It's not even. I just said same thing like 18 times. I'm tired. It's not even, and it's difficult to work with. So I'm going to show you guys at least how I work with it in an ombre, and hopefully this video will be successful. And so what I do is I start out with my BlackBerry, and I turn my brush around so that I'm actually using the back of the brush, the tip of the brush, so it's smaller and I can make an application of a small line. I'm going to go ahead and put it on like a lip liner, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. You might be able to get away with smaller movements or areas, but I have pompous lips, so I have to do a lot to get these bad boys covered. So you go ahead and start out in the middle and pull to the sides. And at this point, I always feel like I'm putting on a fake mustache. But I'm not, I swear. So that is our first layer. You want those outer edges to be darker, and that's why we stay away from the center of the lips when we put that first layer on. So make sure it dries all the way. And then it's in the corners. I'm just checking in my mirror because camera as mirror is weird. So I'm going to go ahead and go over the line one more time. And just make sure it's really black. And it's what you want it to be. Make sure it completely dries. And then I'm going to pull out to the center. So this next layer, I'm going to go over the black line, and I'm going to come into the center of my lip. So depending on how dark you want your ombre look to be, it depends on how far you want to pull in, or if you want to do another layer of BlackBerry. I always do kind of like a touch-up layer just to make sure that that is even and it's not showing any discoloration in spots. So we have that full layer on, and now I am basically completely in black. And now I'm going to get B Ruby. So that was basically 3 layers of BlackBerry, 3 on the outside, 2 on the inside, really 1.5 on the inside, which is how I do it. But you're going to find your own color combination and layer combination that you're happy with. I'm just going for something really dark so that everybody can kind of see how it works and to really showcase BlackBerry. So now I'm going to go over it with the B Ruby, and I'm going to stay away from the edges of my mouth on this first one and just go on the center and see how I feel about it. So it's still very dark, which is the way I wanted it. It's going on good though. After you let that layer dry, have no idea why I do that. It does not help. It just makes me feel like I'm doing something productive while I'm waiting. Go ahead and apply a second layer. Oh, that's pretty. It's pretty. So at this point, if you're okay with the way it looks, then you leave it. And if you're not, then you don't. I have a pretty hard black line. A lot of these looks, like the midnight looks, that's what they're doing. They're doing a hard black line. You don't have to do the hard black line. You can do 1 layer or 2 layer. Really, you can make it look however you want. I just feel like it's always good when you're working with those really dark colors to line your lips first and then fill it in, because that outer line that you're creating is always the most important when you're putting on lipstick. It's just making that line function really well and really hold the shape of your lips. That's what gives you that wow, wow. So I'm going to finish it with gold glitter gloss. Do not fear the glitter gloss. I'm just throwing that out there. This stuff is really cool, and part of what's cool about it is you can use it and the glitter will stay on. It will not transfer. You have like minimal transfer with like kissing or like rubbing, anything like that. So it's really nice because it's not like you stripper bombed somebody when you're like with normal glitter. If you put glitter on your eyes and then like you go and you give somebody a hug and all of a sudden they're finding glitter a week later. You guys know what a stripper bomb is. So anyways, I'm just gonna go for it. And as you can see with BlackBerry, no transfer. It's a perfectly clean stick now that it's dry. Completely coat it. That's it. Now you have it. You have your ombre look. You have something new and something fun for Halloween. And we're clear. And you can see even with rubbing it off, it still keeps that glittery look. So if that's something that you really are into, glitter gloss is for you. Like I said, do not fear it. I think next week or later on this week, or it's Friday, so in the beginning of next week, I'm gonna go ahead and do a mixing video, which is a lot of fun. I've only mixed a couple times, but we will make our own color. So if anybody has any questions, comment them below, and I will talk to all of you wonderful, beautiful ladies later. Thank you.